So, you got all dressed up last night? Went into town?
Yeah, it was a nice night. I went to the CPA presentation for 30 years as a CPA, and yeah, it was
30 years.
it was a good night. The drinks were great afterwards too. A couple of drinks and a few nibblies.
Houses. So, 30 years. In that time, how has your commercial experience, what you did in big business, how has that affected how you run your business and how you help your clients?
Well, the principles pretty much stay exactly the same. You've got to have a good system in place where it's streamlined, efficient, accurate, where the transactions are summarized into high-level information for business owners. Now, when you're in a big business or large-scale corporations, they've got huge teams to do that, specialised roles, and it's critical in the management of the business. But you find when the business gets smaller, less attention is given to that because of the budget, of course, and there's more day-to-day running of the business. But it's exactly the same principle. Managers need to know exactly how their business is tracking with good systems summarising the financial data so they know exactly how to make good decisions day to day. So I tried to translate that experience from big business into the small business world and to try and educate and train business owners and managers to know how to interpret the key information from their systems.
And what systems are we talking about? Like for businesses, everyday businesses in Australia, even big businesses, what are they using?
Well, look, if you're a small business, obviously you've got a retail product, accounting products. So you've got Xero. We really like to recommend that. But there are also other things that can integrate into Xero to make sure it's a streamlined process. But key information summarised into basic summarised financial statements, and then also key stats from that as well, so you can see, okay, how does our business compare to the industry standard, for instance? Is this ratio a good one for my business? Can it be improved? And so once you understand that and get that into a very structured reporting process, then you're in the driver's seat as a manager.
And that's really your forte, isn't it? Is taking those big numbers, all that stats, there's so many bits and pieces, and translating it.
That's the idea, yeah, exactly. And so we don't want it to get bogged down into a whole lot of information. Just the key things that are going to be of use to business managers, so they can feel in control.
Cool.
But it's important to make sure that system's in place to make it up to date and current. And we really feel like we can make a difference there, and make it affordable, because sometimes that sort of area is not really looked at. Oftentimes the numbers are only considered at the end of the year when you do your tax returns and financial statements, and you're looking at information that's potentially months and months and months old, which is not really a great way to be running your business.
Very reactive rather than
exactly.
Rather than proactive. Cool, good chat. See you later.
See you later.